Rumbling hard down that right-hand line. White, quick for Phillip. Phillip offloading away for Franke.
There's no side.
Sharp again. Nick Wright! It's a blistering start from the Wallabies.
He's doing your number 7 jersey proud. Nice carry, good angle.
The cleanliness of the ball there, the ability for Nick White.
Pollard. He's done it again. Now the Springboks scrambling. Lolosio standing and delivering for Ikitau, who straightens. Len Ikitau with good feet, 4 away. Fast here for Australia. Corin better. In and away. Marika! Oh yeah!
Nick White, a left to right bullet pass to Tom Wright. Flick pass back in field, and Reece Hodge did extremely well to get to ground. Watch the footwork here from Marika on Andre Pollard. In and away and over.
Unbelievable. So nice to see Tom Wright get some space to stretch his legs down that right flank, made plenty of ground.
Valentini with a chance to run it back hard, and he does. Put down and a good tackle by Cock. Slipper going infield for Lolosio. Lolosio to Marc Wright. There's his second, and it is a stunner.
When they come off in game time, back in field from James Slipper to Noah Lolosio. Flick pass out the right, and that is brilliant from the back row of Fraser McWright.
Well, they sent that picture before, as you said, Tim. Nick White out to Slipper and gave it back. This time they did the variation where he doesn't give it back to Nick White, and it was Lolosio.
Marks. The locals in Adelaide enjoying this chaotic end to the game, and the Cock goes through. Here's Smith, and Smith goes in after a wild passage, and that'll take the bonus point away from the Wallabies.
Beautiful timing from Vincent Cock, running off his front row buddy Stephen Kitsoff.
Rumbling hard.
And the other one. No. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another TVG Sports with my co-host, Mr. Dean Versamel Sokkies Apollos. Good evening, Mr. Apollos. How are you?
Goeienaand, Myles. Goeienaand, ouwe. Is 'n bietjie koud, maar lekker. Jy kom terug toe?
Ja.
Na 'n naweek.
Ja.
Goeie rugby.
Yeah, so for those of you joining for the first time, this is a sports show where we chat to people of Paarl and Wellington, and we also talk sport and all different sport in Paarl and Wellington. As you know, there's a lot of talent in this dorpie that we live in, and we've got guests tonight. But before we get to the guests, Dean, let's talk about the international rugby gou for die naweek.
Ja, gou vandag, ja.
I saw we had a short quickly of Australia and the Bokke, maar I didn't see any Bokke tries in the first clip.
Yes, as mos tweede helfte, maar soos Australië begin het, Australië goed begin. Die ding as enige span so begin, en dan hoe kom sy terug om vir jou spelers te sê eerste 5 minute hoe die kaptein moet goed wees om 'n goeie gesprek te hê en weer terug te kom in so 'n game. En selfs met die tweede game was
New Zealand was jouw team.
Yes, Ardent, maar vir my was die eerste helfte goed van Nieu-Seeland. Maar tweede helfte weet jy wat het verkeerd gegaan het. Ek dink ons Argentinië se coach het harder gepraat tweede helfte as wat Nieu-Seeland se coach gepraat het. Maar ja, dit gebeur as jy 'n span afskryf en dink jy gaan dit maklik wen.
Ja.
Dan Argentinië het Australië pak gegee en hulle op hulle tuisgrond so Argentinië is nie 'n maklike span.
Yeah, because they beat Australia also, almost, no?
It's some 42-17.
Jeez, so something's magical happening there. Yeah, guys, so as promised, we have guests every show. Today we have 3 guests. Hopefully Bianca's going to join us. She's currently in Malawi. So we're trying to get hold of her because she's busy representing South Africa in Malawi at the African University Championship. But we've got 2 other guests. We've got Marc, Franke, who is, of course, a bodybuilder. And he is going to represent Western Province in September. So we're going to chat to Marc a bit about his journey. And then we have Murshid Jappie. He's been coaching. So we're going to chat to him more about his coaching and why he's coaching. And he's the Drakensberg Male Cup woman coach. But first, Dinas, let's talk about the rugby. Coach Lady, can we maybe just move to the the rugby updates on the PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
Righto, Dinas.
Emirates.
So we have Paarl in the Super League A.
Yes.
Who did they play?
Yes, Paarl het Emirates gespeel dan laaste game van die seisoen. Maar Paarl het goed afgesluit met 41-31 en hulle tweede span het ook vasgeval 28-36. So in my as praat onder korreksie lê Paarl tweede laaste, maar soos ek verstaan word daar nie gerelegate in die Super League A en die Super
Why hoekom nie?
As gevolg van COVID mos.
Okay.
Ek dink meestal ek praat onder korreksie, maar ek dink by korreksies ek 90 uit te 100 uit.
Ja.
Super League A, Super League B word gerelegate, net Super League C word gepromote. Spanne wat promoted van Super League.
Okay, cool.
Ja.
But I also heard that they want to make the league more players
Super
or
League
meer.
meer maak van ek kan nie ek dink as hoeveel is dit 8 spanne? 8 spanne in die Super League A. En om het meer interessant te maak, wil hulle nog meer spanne in die groepe.
Okay.
So, dan is die Super League A langer ook so.
Okay, want ek het gehoor Hands and Hearts miskien gaan een van die teams wees, nog gespeel
Maar dit hang nog af seker wat bo in die Super League B lê.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Super League A, Paarl Rugby, they played their last game against Hamlets. They played the last game against Hamlets this weekend, so the season is finished for the Paarl Super League A. Super League B,
People's was op 'n bye.
Yeah, can we just Super League B, yeah?
People's was op 'n bye en as dit Vinia dat vasgesval het in Bazzy Bees.
Okay.
Is dan Bazzy Bees is 'n span van Hanga.
Okay.
In daai area.
Ja.
En as dit Albions in die Super League C wat vasgeval het in Strand.
Okay.
Was dit 'n klub van dit?
Oh yeah. Yes, so I think if we can play the clip of we've got something of Albion's a try, we're gonna ask Dean om vir ons deur te vat en
Wie gespeel in Strand?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Busy Bees 26, Vineyards 11, and then we had some footage of Strand and Albion. I see we have Coach Jappie on the line, so maybe we can chat to Coach Jappie quickly a bit about his journey. We don't want to keep the people too long. Is Coach Jappie? Can we add Coach Jappie? Mr. Jappie, can you maybe unmute yourself?
Sure, Myles. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, Mr. Jappie, are you there?
Yes, I am. I can hear you, Myles.
Technical problems.
Can you hear us, Mr. Jappie?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, Myles.
Okay, we just have to figure out why we can't hear Coach Jappie. Can we hear him? Oh, but I can't hear him. I can't hear Coach Jappie. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me, Myles?
Hey, the PR's volume is speaker is 100. Yeah, Coach Jappie, we're just trying to figure out the sound quickly. We'll be with you now. Yeah. It worked last time.
Can you hear me, Myles?
Yeah, we still can't hear Coach Jappie. Can you hear him?
Yeah, on the live, I can. What do we do now?
Wieso kom ka so vom hoor?
Hey?
Ja, earphones is in die ding geplak.
No, but it's not on the mic. It's in the own phone. Ah, wait, we can sort it out. Okay, while we try and figure it out.
Die voorsitter Eugene Andries baie trots op jou span. Hulle het die league gewen. Blues in tweede plek. Ek dink Steeners gaan tweede plek behaal. Steeners het nou vir 2 weke agter mekaar tweede gelê.
Ja.
En dis in die first team gedeelte en die tweede span gedeelte het Steeners die tweede span gewen.
Okay.
Die league het tot einde gekom en nou sit die knockouts.
Okay, cool.
Soos Eugene Andries verduidelik het, mos nou as jy verloor, ek wil nie sê dit uit die jaar, so
Ja.
verloor groep ook, but so as 'n ongoing thing. En die spanne was reeds bekend gemaak wie speel teen wie.
Yeah, so that's on Saturday. Ghost Lady, can we maybe just get that presentation thing quickly? Yeah.
Yes, in Paarl speel teen Violets. En dan is dit Blues, La Paarl speel teen Paarl United. En as dit Steeners speel teen Riverstones. Hulle het nou die vorige naweek ook gespeel waar Riverstones vir Steeners gewen het, 31-10. En as dit Gardens in Mondium, daai sal ek ken.
Okay, cool.
En by die second team was dit Steeners versus Violets, die Dam Derby. En as dit Gardens versus Paarl United, en as dit Riverstones teen Blues. Dit is die Chicago Derby. So was 2 derbies.
Okay.
Nice. En dan sit die Rangers teen Mondium.
Okay, cool. Are we going to try Jappie again? Let's see if we can get hold of Jappie. No, not Marc. Jappie. Yeah, there. Jappie.
Hello.
Hi, coach. No,
Hi,
coach is not
Miles, I
there.
can hear you now.
Okay, cool, perfect. Yeah, it's a bit of a delay.
Miles, can you hear
Um,
me?
I'm
I
sure.
can hear you loud and clear, Miles.
Cool, man. So, Coach Jappie, thanks so much for joining us this evening. We just want to chat a bit about your journey. Yeah, tell us why coaching and yeah, why the love for coaching? Where did it come from? Coach, can you hear me?
Miles, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I was just asking you, can you maybe tell us a bit about your journey of coaching and where it all started?
Yes, I can hear you, Miles.
Cool. Yeah, we just wanted to find out more about your coaching career and where it all started.
Murshid, kan ons hoor?
Miles, can you hear me?
Ja, ons kan jou hoor.
Murshid, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you maybe indicate whether you can hear us?
Hello, Miles, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me? No, you can't hear me. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, Miles, as a young boy, I grew up on Daljesevat Stadium, being part of Young Vineyards Rugby Football Club at that time. So, as a young boy, I used to pick up love for coaching started, and then I started coaching at schools in the surrounding area, just giving back to the community at that time. Luckily for me, I got the opportunity to start working at Western Province Rugby Association in the Hubs Development Program, where I furthered my coaching and my studying of rugby. And after that, I had a stint at SA Rugby Legends Association. And from there, things just went around where I tried always working with kids that are disadvantaged kids similar to in Cape Town, where you would say a school similar to Paulus, a Kai in New Orleans, but and Noordepol. And I was always saying I would like to give back to my community um, for all these things that I've learned from that side. And we're sitting with the same schools, and our kids don't have the opportunity to get this type of coaching on this side of the river. And that was always my dream and a passion to give back. And I came and I got a job at the Department of Cultural Affairs and Sport. And that is when it happened, when I started giving back to my community. And since then, it was just about giving back. And I still have a passion for rugby. So, yeah, it's about living out my passion.
Yeah, so how did it happen that you got appointed as a Drakenstein male women's team, and when are you playing and when do you coach? Coach Jappie, can you hear me? We can't hear Coach Jappie. Maybe look at the mic setting, Peter. Maybe it's on the right mic setting. Yes, it must be on that one on top. Get the right one. Yeah. Okay, I can see it works. Coach Jappie, can you hear us? I think we broke out.
Hello. Murshid. No.
Something's here. Can you hear us on the sound? Okay, maybe we can just take Coach Jappie up quickly and speak to Marc. Okay. Coach Jappie, can you hear us? Coach, can you hear us? Coach?
Sorry, can you just repeat that question, Myles? It's a little bit break up.
Can you hear us? I think our connection is very, very bad, and I think that's why it's delayed. But can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Myles, now.
All right, cool. So what does it mean to be the coach of Drakenstein women's mayoral team? And when are you practicing and when are you playing? Coach, can you hear me? Coach, can you hear me? Coach?
Yes, I can hear you, Myles.
Oh, so you are coach of the Drakenstein mayoral team. When do you practice and when do you play? Coach, we're going to make a substitution. Can we bring Marc Franke on, Ghost Lady? Coach, we're going to meet with you. We're going to chat.
Yes,
Marc, can you
Myles,
hear
I
us?
can only hear when you say Coach Jappie. The rest I can't hear.
Okay, we're just going to try and sort it out here. The sound specialist is going to just chat with you to see if we can sort you out. Just stay on the line with us. We're going to chat with you now. Okay. We'll sort out the sound now. Can we just make a substitution? Marc, can you hear us?
Yes, Myles, how are you doing?
Sorry, man. I think the connection where he is very bad. Sorry that you had to keep so long, Marc. You well?
No problem, no problem. It's all good.
Cool. Thanks so much for joining. Yes, of course, those of you that don't know Marc is a bodybuilder. And he's, of course, going to represent Western Province at the bodybuilding in September. Marc, so yeah, tell us a bit about the journey of bodybuilding and also why you bodybuilding, and yeah, just give us a background.
Well, this was something I did not really expect to like go like this well at present. Like for me, I started on the 23rd of March at the Cape Extreme. My first show, and I was like I wonder if this is for me. Like I still remember standing backstage, I had like this light stage fright, but once I stepped on that stage, all of that was just gone.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so when did you start? How long are you doing it? I missed that.
I've been training now for roughly around about like 8 years, but last year I decided to like really up my game, becoming more consistent, eating correctly, sleeping correctly, and all of that.
Okay, cool. So when did you enter your first competition, and when did you realize, okay, I've got something going. I want to step it up?
On the 23rd of March at the Cape Extreme.
Okay. So what happened at the Cape Extreme? You came first, and now you're representing Western Province.
No. At the Cape Extreme, I came second, and it was unbelievable. Like even if I don't come first at shows and stuff, it's all about the experience, enjoying what I'm doing. Like at where was it? The last show I did, the Western Province event. When I got the invitation for essays, I was like, wow, I can't believe this. Like, things are really working out. But like, my main thing is if you put in the work, everything will just fall into place.
Yeah.
So, Marc, Dini, so, Marc, heb je geluisterd dat het begin net normal gym sessie, of wil je altijd een bodybuilder hebben?
Het was...
Of het besluit een dag, ik wil gewoon net gaan gym om een beetje lyf in shape te krijgen?
Nee, niet zo'n beetje lyf in shape te krijgen, een beetje goed, like op je beach en zo. Maar dan, het was altijd achter my mind, man. So I just thought to myself, like, let me just get out my comfort zone and just attempt it.
So ek wil doen, toe jy begin bodybuilding, was het altijd, was het jou passie om 'n bodybuilder te gewees het, of soos ek vra, het jy maar net besluit eendag met gegym, so body het in shape gelyk, so jy gaan nou aan besluit om deel te neem in kompetisies?
No. It was always at the back of my mind, but I needed to work myself towards like being ready to step on that stage and do my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so what does it mean? So what are the big dreams? So you're, of course, going to represent Western Province in September. What are the big dreams?
The big dreams is to represent South Africa in Birmingham at the Universe.
Sure. Okay. So what does this entail? So you work, of course, under kilogram. What is how much do you weigh? What is the body weight? I mean, the body fat at this stage?
But at present, because I'm 2 weeks out, it's around about 8 or 6% because I'm someone that's always very lean on body fat. So I don't really have to diet that much. It's just when it comes to cutting out some water just to look extra grainy on stage.
All right, cool. So what does your week look like? So from a Monday to a Friday, how long are we in the gym? And what are we eating? Like, what is the bodybuilder's diet?
Myles drink 4 eiers, skoon eiers in die oggend.
Oh no, training wise, I had 2 sessions, one in the morning, one in the evening. Depending on how I feel, I'll switch between cardio training and weight training. And then my meals, 5 eggs in the mornings, only 1 egg yellow, the rest is just egg whites.
Wow. And what are we doing when we're not gymming? What do you work during the day? What's your
Yes,
week look like?
I'm a personal trainer, and then I also help my dad out with a couple of things on my day-to-day. Help him drive some school kids, and then say if I'm dropping the school kids, I'm off to train some people, and then off to do my own training. So I'm very active and busy. That's why I always like to get an early night rest.
Okay, so of course, bodybuilding has got a lot to do with discipline. So
Yes,
what
yes.
keeps you disciplined? What keeps you motivated? How do you not put a Gatsby in your mouth every Saturday?
Well, that's extremely difficult, but I have my days when I like reward myself with a nice double quarter pounder, medium meal, and 10 nuggets. Ooh.
As my gunsteling nogals.
And then tell me how this. I mean, some bodybuilders don't believe in protein shakes and all the different things. What are you?
I'm someone that's on and off. Off season, yes, I'll take my protein shakes, my mass builders, but I try to keep it as natural as possible.
Okay. What? And who's the inspiration? Who the people that you look up to in bodybuilding world?
In the bodybuilding world, I would say, wow, that's extremely difficult, but I'll go for Ronnie Coleman, Ryan Terry, and then someone local. It's Percy from the gym.
Oh, yeah, I heard about him. Okay, so the next 4 or 5 months left of 2022, what are we doing? Where are we taking place? What's happening?
Well, first I have the SA Championships, the 10th of September, and then that is a qualifier for the universe. So everything in that, I'm putting in the time, the work, the hours, the sweat, the tears. Some days I can't feel my legs, some days I can't feel my arms, but at least I know once I go rest, it wasn't all for nothing.
Sorry, Marc, my laaste vraag is, ek weet julle is 'n judge by 'n bodybuilding competisie, maar waarna kyk hulle? Hoe ze staan, hoe ze pose, wat spier,
by the beach model, the division, they like to look how slim is your waist. If your shoulders are nice, rounded out, and then you have to know your mandatory posing.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so what the 4 days before your championship that you're doing, do you
Yes.
change your diet significantly? What changes?
Yes, I usually start eating some carbs, a bit aardappeltjies, rysiekies. That just causes the muscles to just swell up and just look all vascular. And then also I try to cut out some water so that you're able to see my fibers more clearly. Just gives that nice effect.
Sorry, ek hoor tweede keer wat jy sê cut water out is water nie baie gesond as
It is very healthy, but it makes a person look bloated. So just in like moderate amounts.
oh, so baie water is ook nie goed genoeg nie.
Yeah, it all depends also because you don't want to like exercise too much before the time because you want to go on stage feeling fresh because posing is actually a workout on its own.
Okay.
Nice.
Mr. Marc Franke, dude, yeah, thanks so much for joining us and good luck for the 10th of September, right?
Oh, guys, thank you very much for having me on this show, and I'll make the Western Cape proud.
No, definitely. We're watching and let us know how it goes.
Will do. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, so that was Marc Franke. Are we going to get Jappie back or I see he's not connected. So yeah, sorry guys, we wanted to speak to Coach Jappie, but his connection is quite bad. And we're going to try and get hold of him again. But in the meantime, we're just going to look at the other sport that happened except rugby. So we spoke about the Bokke, we spoke about Australia. Of course, we have to speak about the Blitz Bokke because Ranford Deisel is there. And of course, Miller du Plessis. How did they do, Dinas?
Can I say very bad?
Very bad, yes.
Yes. In Australia, eerste keer in history wat hulle die SA, die New Zealand, sorry, die New Zealand wat ek net vir New Zealand gebruik.
Ja.
Die Sevens Champions wat hulle eerste keer is normally as dit Fiji, Suid-Afrika of
Ja.
New Zealand. Was eerste keer wat Australia as Seven Champion gekroond word. Maar yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's the seventh. And then we had cricket. We all know Keegan Peterson is currently playing for South Africa, the Proteas. But not only Keegan, we also have a bowling coach and a fielding coach from Paarl there. We have Charles Langeveld there, and we have Justin Ontong, and they are playing in England. Hoe hulle gedoen, Dinas?
Also very bad.
Okay, very bad, yes.
Dis so ek maar soos ek eergister gekyk het, was dit gesê as 'n bowling pitch en as jou bowlers nie perform het en dan
Yeah. So Keegan Peterson is short of his 50. He scored 42. He was asked to bat the whole day, which is a bit difficult. And then also other cricket news. Last week they also announced that Cricket South Africa announced that the Women's World Cup, Paarl, Boland Park will be a host venue, which is super exciting.
Yes.
And then also so that means we can have some nice cricket in February. And then second is we have Paarl Royals. For those of you that don't know, the T20, there's going to be T20 championship here in the Rajasthan Royals.
Yes.
I've got a team called the Paarl Royals. So that's also going to be
Massive.
their home is going to be at Boland Park. So exciting rugby cycling cricket for next year. Then on to cycling. Ethan Coulson is currently in Israel. So he did the junior track world champs. Well done on Ethan because he did the scratch and he came 32nd, but he had a crash. And he also it cost him a few laps. And then we had Johan van Zyl that is currently representing South Africa as well at the under 23 men's cross country in France. He ended 48th, so he's also busy with his World Cup championship in Europe. But yeah, you can see competition in Europe. Those guys are, I've watched some of it on footage, and the mountain biking and cycling in Europe, it's crazy. Netball, who are netball players, Dinas?
Bianca de
Beer is representing South Africa as well. They are currently in Malawi. Are we going to get hold of a ghost lady?
In Malawi with
no signal.
Yeah, the connection is bad in Malawi, so we won't get hold of her. But also Nicolene Martin from Paarl is the head coach. And they are underway this week at the African University Championships. They're playing currently in Malawi. And then we also, So that's basically the sport that we have. Any other sport from your side?
That's not in Havik.
What's happening the weekend?
Dal Joseph wat ons kan voorwys van ons knockout, so as jou span verloor en ek dink jy almal wil plaas speel. So ons gaan lekker wissel, wie lekker op die dag. En as ons nou weer Saterdag is dit weer die New Zealand en Argentina, is dit weer Suid-Afrika en Australië.
This Saturday.
Alles moet steeds.
Oh wow, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so at least we have some nice rugby.
As Argentina dan as Argentina se 2 games wen, wen hulle is serious.
Is it?
Yes, let top on the lock in South Africa last.
Okay, so they win the series if they win.
Ek dink nog so 2 games.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, guys, it's a pity about Mr. Jappie. Can we try and get hold of him, Ghost Lady, or what? How can we possibly get hold of him? So this weekend we have Dal Joseph at rugby. Thanks, Marc, Franke, for joining us. He's representing Western Province at the championship, qualifying for Universe. And then we tried to get hold of Coach Jappie. The other news in netball, girls are under 15. Have been crowned the best netball under 15 team in South Africa. And of course, their coach is also from Paarl, Mandeline Hermanus.
Yes.
She's been on the show a few times, doesn't need any introduction. So sport is good in Paarl.
En hoe kan jy vergeet? Pieter de Villiers.
Oh, Pieter de Villiers. Sê vir ons van Pieter de Villiers.
Pieter de Villiers aangestel as hy dowe is
a deaf
team.
Yeah, deaf team.
Rugby team.
Yeah, apparently there's a World Cup next year in 2023 as well. Congratulations to Pieter de Villiers. So guys, that was the sport for the evening. Hopefully we can get maybe I can chat to Jappie and then maybe just record it going forward. Thanks so much for joining, and we see each other on Monday. Thanks, Dinas.
Sure.
See you on Monday. Next week, Monday, same time, same place. Goodbye.
Bye.